Last day of the block today. It's Sunday. It's gonna be a big 5-hour day. Hopefully there's gonna be a fair few intervals as well every hour. Take you through all of that. But first we're gonna see the damage. We're gonna do a weigh-in. I've been moderately in control of what I've eaten this week. Not been weighing stuff, just been lightly tracking stuff on MyFitnessPal. Today's important because today's going to be such a big day that I need to track what I'm eating, because like it's almost like doing a race today with my calorie intake. So let's check it out.
Oh, it's so cold. Why is it so cold? This is very, very strange. Oh, my face is now defrosted, and that's my warm-up done. So I'm going to run you through every single interval on this ride as we go along. I hope you enjoy it. If you do, please give this video a thumbs up for my pain, and leave a comment down below any questions you have. So this warm-up is like a 30-minute ramped effort. It's not perfect, it's not like what you do on a turbo, but finishing at kind of middle zone 3. It just so happens I have a perfect climb, so I've just finished it. Now I've got like a 5 to 10 minute descent, which will mean a bit of recovery, and then straight into the first interval. Alright, that's the first effort done. I'll put the stuff up on the screen for you to see. The hardest bit about that effort is that last 2-minute section, where you've kind of been like above and below threshold for the last 10 minutes, and then you do that 2-minute blast and you're like, oh, your heart rate really starts rising right at the end of it. So bear with it, because that last 8 minutes feels very easy. Alright, 1:19 on the clock. Some good efforts in already. As you can see, average power normal is quite high. Good TSS for an hour and a half. So we're going to keep that rolling now. I also got most of my efforts, or my first few efforts anyway, written on the stem. Those are the ones we've just done. 30-second sprint, 10-second rest, 20-second sprint, or whatever you can manage. And then 10-second rest, and then 80 seconds FTP. So you're just pushing yourself a little bit extra until 2.5 minutes. So it's 2.5 minutes in total for that effort. 2.5 minutes rest, and then repeat it. I've just done 3 of those. So in order for me to replicate what's going to happen at the end of a race, I'm going to have to get some fatigue under my legs. So although I've done those efforts really early in the ride, I'm now going to have to build some fatigue. I'm going to have to build some TSS. So I've come to Laverack, well, Llangardog, and been there doing the 30-mile open time trial. So I'm going to do 3 laps of their circuit, which is 30 miles, which will be an hour and 15, hour and a half-ish. And I'm going to do it at around 300 watts, so around 5 watts per kilo. And this will burn some calories, this will get me some fatigue under my belt, ready for some efforts later on. So I just finished my 3rd effort, I guess I could call it. It was a solid 90 minutes of 300 watts, so around about 4.8 to 5.2 watts per kilo. And that's right in the middle of the ride now, so it gives me a ton of fatigue and a ton of calories burned. Some people are still finishing the time trial, and I think provisionally for a 30-mile time trial I did about an hour and 20 at 300 watts. So I'm going to completely make the most of this next kind of 20 minutes to recover, fuel up, drink plenty, and going to do one of the last few efforts now with only a couple of hours left on the clock. So I've just had myself one of Velo 4 Days bars, the Pronto bar, which also happens to have 80 milligrams, not 80 grams of caffeine. I'm quite susceptible to caffeine, so let's see if it works. If I'm making this look easy, I'm sorry. It's not. The truth is, I finished that big block of Zone 3 at 3 hours with 200 TSS at 3,000 kilojoules of work, and it's kind of from now on that you really start to find out what you're made of. And I don't mean to sound that cliche, make that sound cliche, but you know, this is seriously where the hard work begins. It's like that same saying that I think Muhammad Ali had, where he doesn't count his sit-ups, he only starts counting them when they start hurting. So this is when it really matters now on a big day like this. I've got to do this 20-minute effort, and we're aiming for a range of anywhere between kind of 320 and 330 up to 360. That range would be really good for me if I could do it. So I'm going to psych myself up for it. Well, that was 15 minutes. My legs are stinging so bad. So 350 for 15 minutes. To be honest, I probably could have kept that going for another 5 to make it 20, but I was just picking a climb. That's the whole point of it. The climb is only 15 minutes long, so I'm so happy with that. That's like between 5.5 and 6 watts per kilo, and at the end I was like almost up to 6.5 watts per kilo. Yes, yes. Okay, so we've got 4s on the clock, 3,500 kilojoules of work, 250 TSS. The target for today is 300. We've got an hour left, so that means 50 left to go, which is pretty decent. We're probably gonna have over 4,000 kilojoules of work. And here's the stats so far: 280, average 250. If you remember my weight, obviously, if you saw this morning, my weight is 62. If you take away kind of a kilo or so through dehydration and stuff, I'm probably looking at around, well, that's big numbers for somebody my weight, put it that way. That's my last effort, and so far so good. Now, as if that wasn't enough, I did say to myself, depending on how the last effort went, well, that last effort, I was going to do more efforts, that is, in the last hour. So really working on my punches in the last hour. We're going to be doing some extra efforts. I'm not quite decided what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to have a think on my way to Solid Mountain, and I'll tell you afterwards what I've done. Alright, ironically my camera is just about to run out of battery, but what a day, what a day. I'm gonna like put all the data on the screen so you know. Obviously I've broken down the intervals as we've gone through them, but yeah, I'll put the totals here. It's gotta be one of my hardest, on paper, hardest days training ever. Like yeah. Definitely at home anyway. Like, I've gone away, I've done training camps and I've had like hard rides that are very similar to this, but at least being at home, this is one of the best and high quality sessions I've ever done over this time scale. Yeah, I'm blown away actually by how good I felt. These last few efforts, I've just finished up Sullen, big mountain in the area. We've just topped out at 280 meters above sea level. We've done a 15-minute block of 20/40s, 20 seconds at 400 to 450 watts, and then 40 seconds at like between 250 and 300. So really high quality, absolutely loved it. I'm insane to give myself this session, but at the same time I've completed it, and I'm so happy to end the week with fatiguing my legs and doing this. I'm so happy. So thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give this video a thumbs up for my pure sacrifice to put myself in a hole. Thank you very much for watching. See ya.